NASA claims it's going to start looking into UFOs. Okay, this is really interesting. Before I get into it, please hit like, please subscribe. When you hit subscribe, please hit the bell. And as I'm going through it, please comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, let's begin. This is from the debrief.org. It says, NASA will begin looking into the UFO mystery. After decades of half-hearted smirks and outright dismissals, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's newest chief, Bill Nelson, says the agency is officially joining the effort to better understand UFOs. Specifically, Nelson noted how the now famous videos of unknown objects seen and filmed by military aviators had initiated a new wave of government interest in the long taboo topic. I just want you to know that what you have seen on the TV recently on the Navy films, I had known about this in my former capacity in Intel in the Armed Services Committee, said Nelson. And I've talked to those pilots, and they think it's real. Those discussions, he said, led him to realize it was time NASA got involved. I have talked to Thomas Dr. Z about what specifically we can do from a science perspective, in addition to an intel perspective, to try and bring any additional light to this. So NASA has essentially remained above the fray when trying to explain UFOs. The debrief reported in March of this year on the Aviation Safety Reporting System, which is essentially a database of close calls reported by aviators, including incidents with UFOs. NASA maintains that database. The ASRS collects, analyzes, and responds to voluntarily submitted aviation safety incident reports in order to lessen the likelihood of aviation accidents, according to a statement on its website. The debrief investigation also revealed that the ASRS did indeed contain many UFO reports by aviators strikingly similar to those reported by military pilots. But other than maintaining the site for safety reasons, there is no indication that NASA investigated any of those incidents. Big surprise, right? At the June 2nd press conference, whose primary purpose was to announce a pair of new Venus missions, Nelson's initial statement on UFOs was a brief before he directed the question to Dr. Zurbuchen, who offered his take on the situation. History is full of examples of things that were identified or were referred to as UFOs, I guess he means unidentified, that are some types of clouds or weather phenomena. Clouds. The scientists then discussed the ongoing search for microbial life and biosignatures already being conducted at NASA, blah, blah, blah. 2 days later, CNN's Rachel Crane sat down with Nelson for a one-on-one interview, hoping to shed more light on NASA's planned effort in this area. Do you think we have been contacted by extraterrestrials? With a smile that appeared more genuine wonder than disbelief, Nelson gave a somewhat similar explanation to the one he gave at the press conference. I have talked to those Navy pilots, and they are sure they saw something real. Of course, we've seen their videos from their jets. What is it? We don't know. We don't know if it's extraterrestrial, he said. We don't know if it's an enemy. We don't know if it's an optical phenomenon. Yeah, you can get a radar lock on an optical phenomenon, sure. We don't think so because of the characteristics that those Navy jet pilots described as they saw it move around. The bottom line is we want to know, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I call BS on this whole thing. If you have researched the phenomenon enough, you will have come across various accounts, credible accounts, of NASA hiding evidence of UFOs and alien activity. This has been going on for quite a while. It's extensive. It's in the satellites. It's on the ground. It's a widespread thing within NASA. Now, I'm not saying that all astronauts and all personnel are read into this program of hiding the evidence, but there is certainly a core group within NASA that is doing this, and this is being directed from a high level. There's airbrushing UFOs out of satellite images. They are cutting away from live feeds when a UFO pops up. that there's a range of things they have been doing for quite a while, probably since NASA's inception, to obscure information and even visuals on these craft. Why is NASA lying? I don't know. I am very curious, how high up in the food chain is NASA? You know, in the spectrum of, you know, Area 51 and the breakaway group and all of that, is NASA being directed by them to hide this information? Or is NASA actively working with the breakaway group in developing new technologies and interacting with the visitors? I don't know, but I do know that Nelson knows more than he is saying. He has likely been read into this. Almost certainly. This whole thing is one more smokescreen. They're pretending to research the phenomenon while actively trying to hide information about it. That's what the U.A.P. task force report seems to be doing. It hasn't come out yet, but the leaked information that we have about it is saying, oh, well, it could be the Russians or the Chinese. There's no evidence that it's alien. We're not ruling it out, but it's, probably the Russians or the Chinese. At least that's what's come out so far. They're pretending to get to the bottom of it and present accurate findings to the public. But in reality, they're hiding the information, they're obscuring it, they're still making it an object of ridicule. Who is controlling this narrative? Is it the breakaway group? Is it the visitors? Is it, the establishment, military-industrial complex? Is it the, energy company, the people that we put out of business by all these new technologies? Is it some combination of all of them or some of them? Someday I hope to find out the answers to some of these questions, but we're never going to get there if NASA keeps on pulling this BS in cooperation with, the Pentagon, the UAP task force. If this is all just designed to obscure the truth, we are obviously never going to learn the truth, at least not from the government. That's why I think it's very important for citizens to start, if they want to, if they feel comfortable with this, to start contacting the phenomenon themselves. Don't wait for the government to get involved. Let's do this thing ourselves. I think a grassroots effort, a la CE5, could be really beneficial and could, circumvent this whole government bottleneck that we seem to be in. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell next to it and give me a big thumbs up. Give me this video a like. I would really appreciate it. Also, comment below and let me know what you think. What part is NASA playing in all this? How long have they been hiding information from the public? And to what degree? Okay, until next time, Cosmic Road out.